Peace, my name is Azazel Ben Bay, and I want to thank you for allowing me into your reality today. And briefly, what I want to talk about is what we call angel numbers. And angel numbers can be significant in a person's life. So, what I want to talk about is that it's a strange phenomenon that all of a sudden, in the 2000 era, these numbers became more prevalent, and people are seeing them everywhere they go, on your clocks, and why you're seeing them. I want to talk about and what they basically mean in a nutshell. I'm not going to go into the deep science of it. I've done classes on it, but for your own personal understanding of them, I want you to know that when you see these angels numbers, such as I have a few of my cards here, 222, 444, 555, 333, and the one that probably is seen the most is 1111, or what we call 1111, the double master numbers. Okay? So when you see especially 1111, you have to remember something, that first of all, they are numbers that feed you information that you should pay attention to certain things in physical reality, which in actuality is part of the matrix. And the matrix is giving you these numbers so that you can activate certain concepts or certain thoughts in your life and begin to focus on those concepts. So you can use these concepts in the matrix to better yourself. You could use 1111 to tap into those thoughts that you want to manifest into the cosmos. You could use 555 to change your life. You could use 444 to pay attention to what's coming in your life and what you're doing and what you need to do. And 222 to manifest, and so on. 333. You could use these numbers for your betterment. But keep in mind that those are all digital numbers. Okay, they're digital. Meaning that the reason why people see them very often is because of digital clocks. And yes, you can see them on license plates, you can see them on store windows, on trucks, trains, wherever you may go. And they are significant for you to do things in your life based on those numbers physically. Now, we attribute these numbers to what we call angel numbers. And keep in mind that another term for angel is also alien. Okay, alien numbers. They're not from the earth. They're never human, and they are aliens. They're not. They are people who are what we call guardians, like your mom and your pops, or someone over you on a job, or to direct you to certain directions, which can be used to your advantage, of course. But keep in mind that if you had a round clock, old school round clock with the hands on it, you would probably never ever see those numbers. And if you see those numbers on a round clock, it's extremely rare. Okay? So, for those of you who have a round clock, you can write down how many times you see triple or quadruple numbers, and especially 1111 and all these kind of numbers. You rarely see them. So you can only see them in the digital matrix. And so what that means is this. It means that because you are really, that it's so rare to see them on a round clock, it's actually saying that you are being programmed through the matrix. And the programming can be good because it can be helpful to you. But to be honest with you, it is a form of mind control and programming, which, of course, if you don't control your own mind, someone else will. All right? So you can actually, when you see such as 1111, when you see 1111, you can actually deprogram yourself from 1111, realizing though that 1111 are like lines that point up to the cosmos. But you can actually, if you don't want to be a part of that program, you can deprogram yourself from 1111 by simply looking at the number or writing down the number 9999, and that will deprogram 1111. Okay, because people have been praying and doing all kind of things to contact the stars and the aliens or the angels and the gods long before these numbers were able to be seen or were written into our history or written into our matrix. Okay, so when you see these numbers, you can deprogram yourself from these numbers, such as the number 222. When you see the number 222, what number deprograms the number 222? 888. Okay, 888 deprograms 222. All right, 444. Okay, 666 deprograms 444. You must understand this. So, in the age of technology, everyone is seeing these angel numbers, which can be used to your advantage in physical reality, to tap into your consciousness, and you feel as though there's a power higher than you or above you, and there is, which is stars, star systems. Okay, the way the astrology, as we call it, or astronomy. But keep in mind that when you see in this physical world is ran by what we call a jealous God. Okay, and this jealous God has aliens, and these aliens have been manipulating consciousness for quite some time. Whereas you lived outside of this matrix, your original lifestyle was almost like in the movie Avatar, when the European came into their planet and started destroying stuff and to take over. And quite a few other movies where you lived in a paradise where your thoughts you didn't even need these things. Okay, but they become where you need them now because of where you live and in the negativity in which you live. So you need these angel numbers to give you that positivity, to make you feel as though, or use your own consciousness to tap into them. So it can be used to your advantage. But keep in mind, when you see numbers that are sequential, most of the sequential numbers is a form of a program, like your Social Security number. Your cell phone number is your programming code. Your Social Security number is your programming code. So you need to learn how to deprogram yourself from these particular numbers, because the only numbers that are truly are in existence are the numbers that how many leaves are on the tree. Okay, how many leaves are on a compound leaf. Okay, how many? There's an infinite number of numbers. But as I said before, you could use these numbers for your own betterment. But what I'm also saying is that be careful of the mind control, and that's why everyone has their own interpretation. All of a sudden, you have these websites now that's breaking down these numbers for you. And yes, numbers are before alphabets, because numbers are the true alphabet, actually, and they are used to measure time and space. Okay, so if we talk about time and space not being a reality, where there is infinity and there is no time and space, then these things become really strange phenomena. So I recommend that you use those angel numbers to your betterment, but keep in mind that it's part of a matrix and that you can deprogram yourself from all the numbers that you begin to see in sequential. Like every day I used to wake up, and still do, and see 1010, you know, or I could be working and it'd be 1010 at night. I always see 1010, which when you see 1010 means that there's a glitch in the matrix. It means that you broke the matrix with your thinking or something that you're doing, okay, because it's ones and zeros. Ones and zeros mean that you broke the matrix, okay? So I just wanted to give you that brief heads up on angel numbers. I have classes on my website that I've taught on that, and I've done classes on that, and we'll be doing more. And so thank you once again for allowing me into your reality, and namaste.